Special member request, we have Acid Bath, Venus Blue, guitar tabs, and guitar lesson. This will be in a standard tuning method for this song. I'll play through all the different parts, go back through, give the full explanation for everything that's going on. Before we jump in, do me a big favor and hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to let me know you like this video and want to see more stuff like this. And now, let's give it a try. Okay, so a special tuning note on this. I'm just keeping it in a standard tuning just to make it as simple and as accessible to get right into for everybody. And the trick of this is if you want to play in the exact recorded key, then I would say to either capo the first fret or tune everything up a half step and do everything I'm showing you here relative to that. Because technically the recorded key, it's in like a B flat, which is a real kind of a pain of a key. So I'm keeping everything just in like a more A minor shape so we can use a lot of opens and all that stuff just to make it easier to play and a little more intuitive to play instead of having to fret all these crazy chords. But as I said, if you want to match the recording key exactly, I'd say the best bet would just be to capo the first fret here. Just try something like this. And then, play everything I'm showing you here relative to that capo. So we're doing, it's still all relative to the capo. But for our purposes here, like I said, just keeping it in standard tuning and, will be a half step lower than the recording. So just take note of that. But everything will stay the same if you want to apply it with the capo. So this initial clean riff, starting with like an A power chord here, so open A with the 2 on the D, and we're just hammering that 2 to 3, and then we'll strum that open A with the 3s a few times, come back to the 2 with the open A. All right, and then we kind of land on this C shape here with the 3A, 2 on the D. And now we can take advantage of these opens and hit the open G to the 2D, 3 on the A. Okay, just part of that C. All right, and now we shift up to a G position. So same deal, 3E with the 2 on the A. And now we pick the 3E, hit the open D, 2A, back to the 3 on the E here. and then we just take that 3 and 2 and just slide it up to the 5 and 4. And once we get there, we'll pick through that as well. And this is also where like that open comes in handy. We'll hit the 5E, 4A, open D back to 4A. Get that cool, suspended vibe there. All right, and basically we just loop that. All right, have some fun there. And afterwards we'll shift into like the heavier chorus. All right, the chorus we can kind of split up into two different parts. Similar vibes as the intro, but now we got, the overdrive on, getting heavy with it. And same deal, we'll hit the open A power chord, and then we'll really emphasize this D string here where we go to the 3s for about 4 of them, come back to the 2. All right, if you hit some open A's with it, no big deal, sounds fine. All right, and then we just kind of shift to power chords now, where we'll do the C power chord at the 3A, 5 on the D and G. Kind of hold it a moment, strum it a couple more times, hit a quick little open A, and then we shift up to the G at the 3E, 5 on the A and D. Hold that a moment, strum it a couple more times, hit the quick little open E, back to the G power chord, and then slide it up 2 frets back to the A at the 5 and 7s. So slowly. And the second part of the chorus, basically we just jam out A power chords, just about 6 of them, and then just jump up to the open E power chord, and then just end it the same way we did the previous section at the G power chord. A couple more times, slide it up to the A's. Interlude section, we're just kind of doing some harmonies of different parts. The still initial riff is going on in the background, but over the top of it we get 2 guitars just kind of harmonizing here. And they're just doing stuff like in like a pentatonic vibe here. So something like this where we'll be at like the D, just hammer that 5 to 7, strum those 7s back off to 5, and then a 7A. Hold that a moment, and then you can do 7s on the A to 5, hold that, and then just do like a few 5s on the A hammered back to 7. Okay, you can crank that a couple times. And the third guitar essentially is doing the same thing, just a set of strings higher. Like we're going to 5 to 7 G, 7s back off to 5, 7 D, and then the 7 Ds to 5, 5s to 7, and then you can give that 7 a little bend and release.